Welcome back. I sat down with Fatima, a spokesperson for Trico in Vancouver. She shares her story, and she talks about the unique struggles and pressures that are facing the South Asian gay community. Fatima, tell me your story. You are an Ismaili Muslim that came out of the closet. When did that happen? How did that happen for you?
I grew up knowing there was something wrong. I always knew when I was about 13, I knew I was attracted to girls, and my first instinct was, you know, I'm definitely born in the wrong body, and I should be a boy. But over time, eventually, I tried to fit in. I tried to. I saw lesbianism as a white thing, as a Western thing. I thought I couldn't be one because I'm a South Asian. I was very, you know, strongly centered in my culture and
was
who
there
I
pressures
was.
in your culture and the teachings of the Quran to suppress that?
Actually, I think it's no different in some ways than what we have here, in the sense that heterosexism, the normal way to be is to be straight. And so homosexuality, I never heard anything bad about it. I just constantly heard reinforcement of how you're supposed to marry a man, a woman's supposed to marry a man, you're supposed to have children, you're supposed to conform, families bond, come together over marriage. And that was the way it was. And so you didn't question that, or you did eventually. But I tried to fit in, and but I felt extremely suicidal, I think, until I was about 27. Because I knew
you hated yourself. You're like, I don't fit in, I don't belong.
I conformed. I didn't actually go that far. I just had this dull feeling. I didn't actually know why I was suicidal. I didn't actually ever admit to myself that there's something I wasn't doing. But it was playing out within me.
Do you know other Muslims who've come out and their family has backed away, ostracized them? Is that part of the narrative?
Absolutely. We have the whole spectrum. So we have people who have been accepted. There's some who are just tolerated. And then, of course, we have a lot of people who don't come out because
they know the reaction that might happen. They're scared.
They suspect it's going to be quite nasty, and they're being told. Sometimes our families actually probably know or suspect, and so the messages are quite strong. You know, you've really. I don't care what you do in your real life, you know, in the rest of your life, but you've got to get married and so on. So those pressures, you know, are there. I have no knowledge of any situation where somebody is being threatened.
MTS, tell me about the organization you're involved with in Vancouver.
It's called Salam. We're part of a larger group, Salam Canada. So there's a chapter in Toronto and Vancouver called Salam Vancouver.
And you're focusing on helping gay Muslims? Is that the focus of the organization?
That is it, yeah. We support group for queer Muslims.
Now, is this growing? Is the numbers growing recently?
Well, you know, people do come to us for different reasons.
Give me some of the reasons they come.
Well, you know, at first we thought that people just come and want to talk about their sexuality, but suddenly we started having people coming from different parts of the world who have come to Canada seeking asylum because...
Why? Why are they asylum?
Because they can't be gay in Pakistan or in Afghanistan.
Because they'll be killed?
Because they get killed, as you know. Or
and is that a legitimate claim on a refugee claim? I'm gay, I need to be able to be in Canada?
Absolutely. Canada will accept refugees if you can prove that you're queer and you're being persecuted as a person because of your sexuality. You will be accepted, but you have to prove that that's the case.
Has Salam Vancouver faced any kind of pressure from the larger Muslim community and saying you shouldn't exist? You're kind of anathema with what we believe. Have you faced any kind of problems that way?
Not here in Vancouver, but in Toronto they have.
Really?
Yeah.
And so how do you work that out with the local imam, for instance?
Well, we haven't. You know, we do what we do, and we're a support group, and we talk to them as much as we can, and. You know, there is a spectrum in the community as well. Some people are more progressive than others.
Are there certain mosques that are more open to gay people?
We haven't crossed that border. Yeah. We don't go wearing flags when we go for prayer. We just do a prayer and then we just.
Obviously, that you have obviously unique challenges that you face, and come for any gay person coming out of the closet is difficult, and talking about their sexuality. But I think for the Muslim community, to be gay and be Muslim would have an extra amount of issues that dealing with it, don't they? Thanks so much for being on our show today. It's been really great to have you.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, we're going to talk more on this issue of being homosexual and religious when we return.